Interest rates, of course, and they never go down.
Oh, Mr. Quartermain, there's a woman here to see Alan and Monica about the investment with the spa.
Well, why are you telling me? Obviously, Alan and Monica aren't here.
Well, I know that, sir. They're in the hospital.
Well, did you tell her that?
I did, but she wanted to see you.
Well, tell her I've left for the office. Anyway, that investment is Monica's favorite. Besides, I don't have time to talk to some floozy who's been run, beaten, and tortured into shape.
I don't think that this young woman is like that.
I don't care, Stella. Now, you have my...
Edward Quartermain. How I've looked forward to this moment. Vanessa Raphael. I hope you don't mind me barging in like this, but I just thought it important that we meet.
Well, I assure you, the pleasure is all mine. Stella, coffee for 2, please, and you can cancel my other appointments. I have business with Miss Raphael. It is Miss, I hope.
Ms., but you can call me Vanessa. Oh, Stella, may I have hot water and lemon, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Stella, you have your instructions.
Oh, yes, sir, right away.
Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Vanessa, make yourself comfortable.
Where would you like to start?
Well, how about the jacuzzi? Or would you prefer the gym?
Bobbie, this is Edna Kravitz's chart. I prescribe Percodan. If you look carefully, someone has taken on their own to change that. Now, before the incompetency around here becomes of epidemic proportions, I would like to know exactly what's going on.
What now?
Oh, Chris, my bass player dropped these things in the gutter. Now I gotta recopy all the sheet music. Gosh darn it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow? Is that all you can say is a wow?
You want some coffee?
Yeah. Bring it over here. I gotta recopy. I'm gonna lay them out on the table.
Okay. Look, I'm really sorry about your music.
I'm sorry. I just been wound up. So many things are going on. I'm busy with the band. It's Rose, I want to use her microwave. Maybe she can...
No. Rose and Jake took the afternoon off. I'm filling in.
Well, that's too bad. I was going to ask you to come down to band rehearsal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could have gone.
Yeah.
Well, what about tomorrow?
No, I can't do it tomorrow. Me and Tommy have a lot of business to discuss tomorrow.
Oh, sounds important.
Band business, you know?
Yeah.
Very important. It means money. Money means work for the band.
Well, when can we get together? I mean, I was hoping we could spend some time.
Well, I have 5 minutes now. You can join me while I drink this coffee.
That's fine. That's more than enough coffee, so thank you very much.
Mr. Stevens at the bank is very upset with you. You canceled him 3 times this week.
Yeah, well, bankers always get very nervous about me. They're always worried I'm going to withdraw my money. And what did you tell him?
I told him you were otherwise occupied.
Oh, that's very good, Stella. I've been instructing Stella in the ancient art of ambiguity. I must say she's catching on rather well. And that'll be all, Stella. No further interruptions?
No, sir.
She's such a quaint person. She seems out of another era.
Yeah, well, I have to keep an eye on her, though. I must say she and my wife have been known to conspire behind my back.
I didn't know you were married.
Alan didn't come about immaculately, you know.
No, of course not, but for some reason I just assumed that you were divorced, widower.
Oh, my spunky nature.
That must be it.
Well, you must tell me all about this spa venture. Now, I've always been interested in diversification. Of course, I've heard more than enough about it from Alan and Monica, but I think I might like to listen now.
Oh, I see. A sudden interest, is it?
Well, with such a dynamic woman as yourself at the helm of it, yes, I think I am interested.
Perhaps you don't understand, Mr. Quartermain. I am merely an advanced person. Lorena is the woman in charge, and quite an impressive lady.
I'm quite impressed as it is. Please tell me more.
Well, my visit is to test the waters, determine the level of interest in spas, and to find out if the women of Port Charles are receptive to the idea.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
We have to look into it, though.
Well, is there any particular kind of woman you're interested in?
Well, all kinds, of course, but especially the wealthier variety. Ours is not a budget spa, Mr. Quatermain. We are a first-class operation, and naturally our prices reflect that.
Well, if I may say so, the Avalon representative reflects that as well.
Thank you. I'm very flattered.
I bet it. But as they say, flattery will get you nowhere, so let's get back to business. Now, you're here to...
Testing the waters for Avalon.
Mm-hmm. Well, that seems to be a prudent idea.
Perhaps you could help me navigate.
Your captain is at your service.
Delighted. Any ideas?
I think I know just the place to start.
Your local country club?
Well, there, and a quick trip over to General Hospital. Now, you know Alan and Monica. I think you should meet some of the other doctors, too.
I look forward to doing that. Doctors are so health conscious.
When you finish drinking whatever it is you're drinking, and I'll get our chauffeur to drive us right over there.
Good.
Definitely Amy's initials.
Well, it's also the wrong drug. I specifically prescribed Percodan.
Maybe she heard you wrong.
Could she? She was standing right next to me. I gave her the correct drug and the correct dosage.
And she got the dosage right.
Bobbie, the drugs are interchangeable. That's true. However, no nurse, I don't care how good she is, has the right to change a doctor's orders. And let's say it was another circumstance. 2 other drugs. Something could have happened that might have caused a fatality.
Rick, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just looking for some sort of explanation.
The only person who's going to give us an explanation is Amy. You know where she is?
She's not here right now. She worked the early shift.
Oh, great. She leaves this hospital and you have to find a detective to find her.
She wouldn't be at home?
We are lucky if we see her 1 day a week now.
Gee, you look cheerful. Is it a major catastrophe?
A mistake with a prescription.
It's incompetency as far as I'm concerned.
Want to get a little more specific here? I might be able to help.
Oh, okay. Why don't you look at that chart, please? Would you show it to her, Bobbie? I prescribe Percodan. And you can see there is another drug written down there, isn't there?
Uh-huh.
Well, go ahead and look at that all day. You're not going to find an explanation there.
There is an explanation.
Oh, what is it? I would love to hear, please.
I gave a new order because Amy forgot to put your order on the chart.
Forgot? Forgot to put... How could she? She was standing right next to me. She had the chart in her hand. Did you talk to her about it?
Yes, I did. Of course I did.
I'm sure there's some logical explanation.
Bobbie, we are discussing Amy. It may not be true.
Well, there is a reason. I don't know that I would call it logical. She was distracted.
Distracted? That is not a reason. That's an excuse.
I agree.
A rotten excuse.
I'm not defending her.
Well, the trouble is, knowing Amy the way we do, I'm not surprised it's happened, especially with what is going on in her mind these days.
Her singing.
Yeah. She is far too preoccupied with Blackie's band. Excuse me.
New faces, new town. That sounds so exciting.
You ain't thinking about moving?
No, not me. I just thought that you were happy here, that's all.
It's all part of the rock and roll thing, man. You gotta go out, you gotta broaden your audiences, man. I mean, you gotta work to make money. It's great.
Yeah, well, I heard what happened to bands when they go on the road.
Oh, yeah, what'd you hear?
Oh, nightclubs, wild parties, cheap motels, groupies.
You don't say. That sounds pretty exciting.
All you have to do is look at those girls twice and they'll be all over you.
Oh, yeah, I wish. You know me, I'm not that kind of guy. I'll fight them off, you know.
Yeah, I guess so. I just wish we had more time together, you know? You're always so busy with your band, doing a gig, I don't know, something.
Well, what's important to me? I mean, I gotta spend a lot of time with this band because I love it. It just takes a lot of time, that's all.
Well, can't you take a break sometime?
I don't know when.
Well, make time. Other people do.
Come on, Lou, don't start nagging me like a wife or something.
No, I just want to spend time with you. Is that too much to ask?
No. Just busy.
See, look at Rose and Jake. They took a whole afternoon off to spend time together.
Well, they're adults. They can do those kind of things.
Wait a second. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? Kids are supposed to do that kind of thing.
Well, maybe we're too mature. I don't know. I gotta get going. I'm sorry. I'll see you later, all right?
Oh, Blackie.
Sorry. Jacket.
Bye.
Hey, guys. Bye, guys.
I noticed you were looking a little tired. Is there anything I can do?
Thanks, George. No, I'm fine. It's a long shift for me, that's all.
Oh, and here I thought it was pre-wedding blues.
Well, maybe it's a little bit of that, too.
Now, I know you've heard it before, but there's nothing to be scared of.
Why am I so scared?
Because you're a bride, and brides are always scared.
Thanks. Uh-oh. No, it's just that silly conjunctivitis of mine acting up again. Besides, he's making me feel like a movie star. Very glamorous, my dear. I thought you had today off. I did, and I went shopping for flowers for your wedding. Ruby, I'm not having a formal wedding. Well, I know that. But every bride must carry flowers. Georgia.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Come on, my girl. Sweetheart. Hey, are you okay?
I'm having a little trouble concentrating.
Uh-huh. I think that means that you haven't told Brock about the hysterectomy, right?
I'm trying, Ruby. I really am, but it's like before with the baby. Every time I try, I just can't get the words out.
Are you afraid he won't marry you? No.
Brock didn't even want children originally. I'm the one that talked him into it. It's me that's having the problem. It's just that a hysterectomy is so final. At the end, and if there's any chance that I can have a child. Ruby, do you remember Mrs. Holder on Elm Street? They told her she would never be able to have a baby.
And we all know how much money you made babysitting for little Paulie.
That's right. Well, little Paulie's not so little anymore. He owns the Corner Street Bakery.
Honey, what's one thing got to do with the other?
Ruby, that's the point. We'll be running that bakery right now.
What does Dr. Mason say?
She says that I need to have it done. But still, in the end, it's my decision, isn't it?
Not just yours. It's Brock's, too, darling. Oh, you've got to tell him in front. You can't start a marriage with a secret. Everything has to be out in the open. You're going to be in terrible trouble.
I know. It's just, that's not the image that he has of me. He likes everything so perfect.
Well, don't we all? And do you know what the measure of a person is? How well you stand up to what isn't perfect.
Yeah. Brock is strong. There's no doubt about that.
Well, then he will get through it fine.
Okay, Ruth, thanks. I'll tell him as soon as the right moment comes along.
Yep, right away, because Tom's running out.
Yeah, there'll be a moment in there somewhere.
You'll make a moment. I know that. All right, my girl. Be a good girl.
There's only one way to look at this. If anybody else had done it, what would we do?
We would have no choice. We would have to report the nurse involved.
All right, and Amy happens to be a nurse, so we have to treat this matter professionally.
I just wish there were an easier way.
There isn't, Lesley. Look, if her inattention, someday it could cause a real tragedy, like a fatality. Now that.
I know it's necessary.
Well, as soon as we finish these, we have to see Steve. Thank you.
She's going to think we've betrayed her, and she's going to be furious.
You know, she may be furious, but she might be a much finer nurse if she can learn this lesson once and for all.
Jake, you know what your problem is?
No, I don't. Tell me, please.
You're insatiable.
It's a big word for Rose Kelly.
Pretty big word for Jake Meyer, too. I mean, self-made lawyers rarely possess high levels of intelligence or large vocabulary. Shall I get your dictionary?
Insatiable, incapable of being satisfied. That's me, all right. You want to go upstairs and work on it?
Your vocabulary?
My insatiability.
No such word.
Insatiability. The quality or state of being insatiable.
You always have to get in the last word.
Z-Y-M-U-R-G-Y, pronounced Zimmergy, always the last word in the dictionary.
Only you would know that. Have you noticed we're being watched?
By Lou for the last 10 minutes. What do you think the problem is?
Well, I suspect it has something to do with the young man who left her a little while ago.
Men problems.
Mm-hmm.
That's your department.
Guess what? In the name of men's liberation, you were just elected.
What am I going to say to her?
I don't know, but you put that brilliant mind of yours to work, and I'm sure you'll think of something.
And where will you be?
Souffle-ing. Good luck.
Rose, don't. I'll bet you didn't know that Zimmergy was the last word in every dictionary.
Oh, all right.
That is, of course, unless they've invented a new word since I've been in college. Something looks like it's wrong. What's the matter?
I'm just tired of being a kid.
Let me tell you something. Being an adult is not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, well, at least you and Rose don't got hassled when you want to spend time together.
You and Blackie having time troubles.
Yeah, that's our biggest problem. You know, he's got his band now and everything, and he's so busy. I know he likes me as much as I like him, but he doesn't realize it because we never have any time together.
Well, that may be true, but you don't want to push too hard, Lou.
Yeah, well, if I don't do something soon, nothing's going to happen at all.
It's not the quantity of the time that counts, it's the quality.
No, I don't follow you.
You have to make your moments meaningful.
Well, they are meaningful. I mean, there's so few of them, they've got to be.
I know. Well, that is, I know that you treasure every moment you spend with Blackie.
Oh, yes, I do.
That's not enough.
But you said
No,
that...
wait. When I said you have to make every moment count, I meant for the both of you. Blackie has to feel it, too.
Wait, are you saying he doesn't? Did he talk to you or something?
No. It's very obviously that he likes you a lot. And the last time I looked, there was no girl on the horizon, no other girl anyway.
No, I haven't seen one either.
A clear field, Rose.
So what do I do?
Well, like I said about making every moment count, you have to make sure that Blackie feels that what you have together is very special and that you're the only one that can make him feel that way. He has to appreciate you more, and he'll see that you're something very special in his life. Where you going?
I gotta go. I'm gonna go out for a while.
Don't you want any more advice?
Oh, no, thanks. I think I have all that I can handle right now. I just want to try it out, okay?
Sure, yeah. Just make sure you get it all accomplished by 10. Those are Rose's orders, I believe.
Yeah, okay. Well, just don't wait up for me, okay?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Looks like there's going to be a problem with me taking the rest of the day off.
You fall behind at work?
How'd you guess?
I'm a pretty good listener. I can also read very well upside down, and I count, what, 10 messages?
8. 2 are callbacks.
You have to go into the office.
I'm sorry. I know I promised you the whole day.
Well, considering the hour, I almost got it. Go. I understand.
Glad somebody does.
What do you mean?
Oh, I was just measuring work versus reward.
Your hourly rate's not enough. Try this job.
It's the amount of work.
Well, if it's making you unhappy, dump it.
Well, I would, but like you said, the hourly rate, what was it exactly you said?
Well, let's just leave it at more than sufficient. So tell me something. Since when are you so interested in money?
Oh, since I became so interested in getting married.
Wait a second. Where are you going?
I'm going to the office, I told you.
Sit down.
Rose, I have...
I said sit. First of all, what does getting married have to do with making money?
It's my duty. I have to provide for you.
Where's that written? You know, I've done pretty good on my own. And I'm not getting married to sit back and retire and wash diapers and press your shirts.
I never meant to suggest that. I'm perfectly happy with where you are, behind the counter serving coffee, tea, and sympathy. Just because we never talked about being rich doesn't mean we can't be.
I don't like that word rich either.
Scares you, huh? Me too. Just hearing the word makes me suspicious. Well, maybe it's time we got over that fear.
Maybe, but first we've got some other problems to solve before we take this giant leap to the altar, like children and religion.
Oh, and on and on and on and on. Life certainly has its problems, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
We'll deal with each of those as it comes. Speaking of which, I have 8 whoppers waiting for me back at the office.
You said we'd spend the day together, but you never said anything about tonight.
I'm afraid that when I'm done, there's not going to be much left of tonight.
I wasn't thinking dinner and a movie.
Oh?
We're way beyond that.
Don't wait up for me. I have my key. I'll see you later.
Don't expect to find me asleep.
Don't worry. If you are, I'll wake you up. Sweet dreams.
Lesley, I'm not opposed to her having other interests, but when they conflict with her nursing duties, no, that is then a problem.
I understand. She never has been very good at focusing on two major things at the same time. I just wish she didn't love singing so much.
Lesley, she has to set her priorities straight. Very simple, and I think if she does it, just sets the figures down. A nurse, that is her livelihood. That's the way she makes her living. Now, singing, that is, for the present time anyway, a hobby. Mm-hmm. And if she does that, I think she can keep things in perspective.
I hope. Oh, Steve was here.
Let's get a little way.
Now?
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Excuse us, please. But, Steve, would you have a couple of minutes to talk?
It is business if you prefer to do it not on a break. That is.
No, please join us. I'm sure Audrey doesn't mind.
No, of course not, unless you'd like me to wait. No, you don't have to do that. It's probably something of interest to you. It concerns a former student of yours. Oh, well, sit down. It's Amy.
What's Amy done now?
Amy didn't record a drug prescription on a patient's chart.
How was the order given?
Face to face, I gave it to her. There's no way she could have misunderstood me or not heard in any way at all.
Was there any discomfort to the patient because of the air?
Yes. There was unnecessary pain for a couple of hours.
Lesley saw that there was no prescription on the chart and put another one later.
Well, did Amy give any reason?
She didn't have to. I know perfectly well what it was. She's been so involved in her brand new singing career, she hasn't even thought of anything else.
Well, Tommy's been telling us about Blackie's band.
Well, is this an official complaint? If it is, I'll need a written report.
We'll take care of that.
Steve, we felt that there should be some kind of measures taken now.
Oh, I've warned her many times myself. Obviously, now is the time for a suspension.
Yes, I know.
Steve has gotten to the point where we feel something has to be done. She has to learn.
And maybe this time it would be a lesson that she wouldn't forget easily.
Oh, I am so sorry, because Amy has such potential.
Well, that's why we would like to take care of it now, because if we don't, I'm afraid no one will ever see that potential.
Well, potential or not, a suspension is in order, and Jessie has to be consulted.
Jesse's not on today.
Well, we'll just have to call her at home then. Audrey, honey.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, I see Gail sitting over there.
I'll make it up to you.
Oh, I wish I had a nickel for every time you said that.
You realize the urgency, Steve.
Of course I do, and certainly good luck with Amy. I meant it when I said I thought she had potential.
Yeah, I just hope more of her potential is in nursing than is in rock and roll.
Well, wherever it lies, I'm afraid she's going to have to make a decision, and very soon.
Yes, I concur.
Okay.
Amy, can I talk to you a second, please?
Tell me, no bopping during his guitar solo, right?
No, it's all right. You just got to watch the bump and grind. This is not Vegas.
Stop. We're not doing that. I was just kidding around.
All right, fine. Okay. No, I do need to talk to you about one of the choruses in the second tune. Carrie's got... Lil, how you doing, kid? I'll be with you in a second. Come here, let me show you the music.
What's wrong? Look what I got you guys. Hot off the presses.
All right. These look great.
Right.
For me?
What's going on down here, huh?
Oh, Lou got us some far-out T-shirts.
What do you think?
Right. Blue T-shirts.
Pretty nice.
Oh. Yeah, I guessed on the size, but I think they're pretty cool.
You got yours.
What about me?
Lady small?
Thank you. That's perfect.
That's real nice. You must have spent a small fortune on it.
No, not quite.
I mean, maybe a large fortune. Did you get a raise from Rose or something?
No, that's really sweet.
It's real nice. You sure you want to do that?
Well, I think it's a little too late to take them back.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't mean that. I just meant, you know.
Take them by surprise, huh?
Yeah. Well, I think we're all taking some by surprise. Right, let's give Louis a big hand, shall we?
Thank you. You're going to be our first group.
All right. And we'll only wear these when we play.
Great.
No way. I'm wearing mine all the time. It's good advertising.
All right, well, try them on, boys. Let me talk to you.
We will. You first.
How come?
I just wanted to do something nice for you.
Yeah?
You don't mind, do you?
No, not at all. No, it was real nice. It was, you're great, you know.
I just don't want you to forget, that's all.
Oh, I may get busy sometimes, but I don't forget.
It's serious. This feels good with your, cut yourself. The color of your eyes.
I wish we still had Luke's room. Then I could show you how much I really care.
That's sort of for any room right now.
What's the point? You're so busy.
Well, I got tonight.
What are you guys doing?
Leaves us how many hours?
What do you think?
General Hospital will continue in a moment.